FREQ podcast. Welcome back. We've got a dope new episode that we're excited for. What are we talking about today?
So today we're going to talk about Kevin, who is, what's his YouTube?
Like Meet Kevin.
Meet Kevin, yeah. Who's running for California governor and how he's trying to, his plan to help the homelessness in Los Angeles and the whole state. Also, we're going to talk about Jaden Smith, what he's planning on doing, what he does already to help the homeless population in the country, and also about a few other things about homelessness and what we've experienced to living out here, moving from Boston to here and seeing how many homeless people there are. So that's one thing we're going to talk about, and then we're also going to talk about an event that everybody needs to go to if you're in the LA area. I'm going to bring that up in a second. And then just a few summer things, some songs we think are going to be hits for the summer, and some beaches that we like that are in California, LA area that we've been to, and ones we want to check out. All the beautiful beaches out here.
Some chill spots to hang. Mm-hmm. But we got to get into that event. So yes. This is the grand announcement. What do we got going on?
Big announcement, guys. So June 11th. Me and a few of my close friends, we have Baby G, who's going to be performing. She's dropping her new project that week, and it's going to be her first project. And she's going to be performing along with Lil Death Star, my homie Lil Death from BKO Season. Him and Tiara run BKO Season, the label, and this is their first event they're throwing. I've thrown events in Boston along, as well as Gisela has too. So we're really excited to bring a vibe out here. We're gonna have performances, DJs, art, vendors, candy, tacos, alcohol. It is 21 plus. Unfortunately, I'm sorry if you're underage. Try to finesse.
You'll make it one day.
I had a fake ID when I was under 21. Just saying, not telling anybody to get a fake ID, but do what you gotta do.
What you gotta do. Exactly what I was thinking. And so what is this event called?
So it's called the Candyshop. And we want people to kind of just have this nostalgia feeling of back in the day when we were younger, and like music we used to listen to, like a lot of hip hop throwbacks. That's what we got the idea, like the candy shop, kind of like we thought about like 50 Cent's video.
Sure, classic.
That was huge to us when we were younger. But just a way to bring people back together, more than just a party, but a way for people to connect with other creatives, other dope people in the area, just high vibes, like it's been a crazy past year, and we all need something that's going to bring us together, and just a night to just have fun and let loose and, tap into your inner child and just have fun.
Super necessary. So where can people get tickets, and say the date again?
So follow Welcome to the Candyshop Party on Instagram. You can get tickets through Eventbrite on there. We have $10 to $15 tickets right now. They will be $20 eventually. We want all tickets bought online. We're not No door. Everybody has a card, or their friend has a card that they can buy a ticket with online. But there is reduced tickets right now, limited amount, so go cop those. And what else do I have to say? I feel like it's a warehouse party. Also, it's a warehouse party. The location will be dropped the week of. It will be sent to whoever bought tickets. But it's a private location as of right now. But just know it's a fucking dope-ass warehouse. Huge warehouse. Dope lighting. Aesthetics on fleek. We got a bar, all that.
Yeah, you've been working hard on this, so
yeah, we've been working
excited.
really hard on this, and we're just like so hyped to be able to do something out here and bring something to the community from Boston, from the East Coast, and just a night for us to all fucking get lit and just let loose. So
Facts.
Be there June 11th. Save the date now. You're going to be seeing the flyer everywhere. We're going to do some live promo this weekend and next weekend on Melrose in Venice. We're going to go promote. I'll be DJing. So we're going to do some live promo. You'll see this flyer up everywhere, guys. Like, you don't want to miss this one. I'm telling you.
Let's go. So speaking of summer vibes, let's talk about some like early picks for Song of the Summer, because it's very early. We're still in May as of recording this.
Yeah.
What are some songs that you're like, oh yeah, these are a great summer vibe, and I think they're gonna go up at the Candyland event?
So I definitely think "She Make It Clap" by Soulja Boy is gonna be a big summer hit.
Clap. I love that.
Everybody's ready to. All the girls are ready to go out and shake their ass at a party. So. That song is going to be the one, and obviously all the guys like that song too. They want to see all the girls shake their ass. They might even shake their asses too.
We'll see.
Okay,
so let me go. I when that song has just like gone crazy on TikTok, and we were talking about how simple it is and how perfect it is, and it really is. My pick is a song that just came out, Machine Gun Kelly, "Love Race," and I saw him perform it on the Ellen show, and I was like, whoa, this is a jam. He did a cool like music video for it that was like high school horror story, like at like high schoolers at a camp, at like a stay away camp, and then like a horror movie on the side of it, and like people getting killed. Yeah, that type of vibe. And it's just such a jam. And I'm rocking with him. He's just absolutely in his prime. And you had another one, right?
I said "Ski."
Ski
by Thug and Gunna.
Yeah.
That song, it's about skiing, but we can be water skiing. It doesn't have to be on the snow.
Right, we can be water skiing, but
it's just like such a fun vibe. Like when that song is playing at a party, everybody's just gonna start dancing and like vibing. And I think that's like what a summer song has to have, is like something everybody can either sing to or just dance to, and like all just vibe out together, like some big song, But so far, that's it for me. I haven't heard anything that's like something that I
anything
can hear,
grabbing
like,
you in that
like
same
a big
way.
Summer type song, but there's definitely gonna be some.
And like we said, it's still early, so we're gonna update our summer playlist as things go on. The other thing we want to talk about was like beaches and spots that we've been. What are some spots that you've really enjoyed that you've been checking out lately?
So I haven't been to that many beaches yet. I have to explore.
Yeah, me neither. Gotta be honest.
But I love Venice Beach. I love how there's like restaurants and food and all that over there. There's all stores and like just like a big touristy place. They have the skate park. And
I've seen
a lot of different things.
I've seen some dope fake Supreme over there.
Oh my god!
I've seen some dope fake Supreme where they get like an anime character or like a Simpsons character and drape them out, or like Rick and Morty and like drape them out in like Supreme and Bape, and then that's what's on the shirt. And I rock with those heavy. So
they have all those like little areas to like make your custom. I got like a Pop Smoke mask made when I first came out here. That I lost, but
they're easy to lose.
That's why I hate buying cute masks, because I always lose them.
Yeah.
So now I just buy like the cheap ones that I throw away. But yeah, Venice is a vibe. It's huge. Like the beach is so big compared to like being on the East Coast going to those beaches.
Have you been in the water?
The space of the beaches here. I haven't been in the water.
I have been in the water, and I had fun. The waves
so
are
far,
fun.
It's like way
very
too cold,
fun.
The water.
But yeah, you never feel like scrunched up. That's
there's always like mad space for you to sit. and like you can see the mountains in the distance. Like it's just so beautiful over there. Watching the sunset over there. It is dangerous at night though. Like there's a lot of homeless people that live over there now, and like a lot of shit goes down at night. So beaches for the daytime.
Yeah. Be careful. Have your wits about you. One that I went to that I really liked was this place called 1,000 Steps, and it's a little more southern along the coast, kind of near where Newport Beach is. And I just really liked it because it was like set apart. It was really on the edge of a cliff, and they had to make some cement stairs just to get down to it. And then once you get to it, it's just like a really nice, really clean beach. I had a really fun day there with my friend Tyler, and definitely a place I'll be going back to.
Nice. Yeah, I definitely want to check out Malibu too.
Malibu.
I know there's a lot of dope beaches there. I heard El Matador's a really dope one. The one with like all the
rock formations. Yeah, you can definitely have like a little adventure there, but there's plenty of room to just like be there in like full beach mode with like your setup and your beach chairs and all that stuff. So I'd recommend that one too, and getting there early because that's like a very small parking lot there.
Yeah, I heard
so
there's like a lot of beaches here too that like you have to pay for to get into, and they fill up fast. But yeah, other than that, like I think I went to one other one called Manhattan Beach.
Yeah, I've heard of that one.
Which I just went to, like, I wasn't even staying the day. I was just kind of like, let's go to the beach, check it out, and leave. But that one was nice too. I feel like the beaches here are just all like fucking beautiful,
there's like
clean.
a standard, and they're all like at a pretty high level.
But I'll definitely be at the beach a lot this summer.
Everybody's got the beach in mind. That we're just getting those perfect days, and it's like, okay, how to spend a perfect day?
Like last summer, we couldn't go to the beach. Like the beaches were like
the beaches were closed.
Even like when the pandemic the lockdown just started, I was in Daytona, and some people were on the beach, but there was only specific beaches you could go to, and like. It was just weird. Like, it was just a weird vibe, like, having your mask on at the beach and, like, whatever. But now it's like, we can go to the beach and not wear a mask, so.
It's open season. Yeah, it feels like, things are opening up. Mm-hmm. We've got some fun we see the path ahead. And so the next topic we were going to talk about is Meet Kevin, which is a YouTuber who is running against Gavin Newsom to be governor of California. And a lot of people have had a lot of different complaints about what's going on in California. And one of the main ones is revolving around the homeless problem, which we've addressed literally just earlier in this episode because you can't get away from it. So tell me about that.
Yeah, so I read a little bit about like his plan, and I think we should just like read like the straight up his plan, his emergency plan. So it's an emergency plan. So like the way he talked about it too, I was like, whoa, like
it's like
that's
overnighting
really how shit needs to be done. Like if it's just done slowly, then whatever. But like I liked the way it was like, this is an emergency plan.
I
like
enjoy that too.
These people need our help right now. Like there's no waiting. And, like, he was talking about how, like, the state needs to approve this. Well, the city needs to approve this. And then it's, like, always going back and forth and nothing's being solved.
The language he used was an executive order, which is this idea of, like, something that we're just going to pass it and it's we're going to get right to it.
Yeah, and bringing the National Guard into it.
Right.
So, basically it says, housing for all homeless within 60 days via emergency powers, medical and substance, mental health, and educational support immediately available. 3 meals per day in centralized support for all homeless immediately. No one lives on the streets in our state anymore within 60 days. The National Guard will be tasked with compassionately serving our homeless community until our future facilities are built. The National Guard will use wartime training to build, within 60 days, emergency housing, mental health facilities, detox facilities, educational facilities, canteens, and medical support for all Californians without homes. However, we have to also solve the reasons that create homelessness. And then let me just read this since we're here, which is one of the reasons that create it is the lack of homes in California in unaffordable rents. So he said instead of 80,000 new units per year, California via emergency powers will build 500,000 new housing units per year for 5 years. State will control all building and safety rather than local building departments. Free permits, no punitive violations, and fast permits for remodels and builds. 4 levels of permits with architectural and contractor powers. So that's basically his plan. And so what do you think about it?
Right. What do I think about it? I think this idea of we need immediate action is absolutely right, because COVID only made the homeless issue worse. It's an issue LA struggled with for, I think, like over a decade already. Yeah. I mean, how long has Skid Row been around? Do you have any clue? But just the fact that it's been going on. Yeah. And so now, you know, I think there's already
more than Skid Row too. It's like
it's all over,
used to be
right?
like
it's all
Skid
over.
Row mostly,
we were talking about how it
like,
exists on the beaches,
but now it's like everywhere. Like I just literally
Parks.
Just today in the Uber driving a different way that I normally don't, just realized I have a whole like Skid Row across the street,
very near yourself.
Like literally across my street. That whole street goes down and there's all these tents set up, and I never saw that. And I just keep seeing more and more, like right around my neighborhood in K-Town, like right around where I park. Like I think I mentioned that in a different episode, but it's just like everywhere. And it's like, actually, you can continue what you were saying. Sorry for like cutting.
I mean, I think it's a good idea. So it's like a huge problem, right? It's like in our faces, and just getting a solution that's really swift and really quick. Yeah. And I think a lot of what the country's problem with law enforcement is in general is that there isn't enough service to the community going on, and it's a lot of like protecting the rules and protecting the interests of people with money. So I think this would be just like a great way to say, yeah, you got a very large group of people that work for the government that are going to be recruiting homeless people into places where they can have shelter and have their basic needs met. Yeah. And so I'm really into this idea.
Yeah, and like what was interesting that we were just talking about was like he was saying 15% of the homeless people in California have mental illnesses. 15% have drug addictions, and then the other 70%, it's just due to not affording to live, like not just being evicted and not affording to live out here. And it's like there's families, like there's whole families of people. It's just like, I don't know. It's just like some people are just so not understanding of like people that are homeless and what the real problem is, which isn't it's not their fault. Like,
it really isn't. And I think like, there's this feeling of there's locals here. There's people who've lived here their whole lives. People with money have flocked to California, and they're pushing the people who have lived here their whole lives out. And now it's literally out into the street.
Yeah. Literally. And like it's just so sad to see, and like there just needs to be bigger solutions than just, you know, little food banks and whatever. Like that's great that at least we have that, but this is clearly a huge issue. Like other countries don't even deal with the homelessness, and even other states. Like California is just really bad right now. And I mean, it's been bad, but just seeing it, it just blows my mind. And there needs to be more solutions. Like there's all this money that's being put into these different things, but what about like the people? They're literally humans. Like they're not any lower than us, you know, like they need to be treated just like us, and
I quickly want to ask you.
There just needs to be more of like the money thing, like the whole, like they need more places for people to live. They need cheaper rent. Like the rent is so fucking high here, which I wasn't shocked by because we're from Boston and it's wicked high there. So it's like whatever, but like it's actually ridiculous how expensive rent is here and how unaffordable it is, especially for like a whole family, and like all the other expenses of just living expenses that we need to pay, and then also just having money to do things we want to do and enjoy life, and not just like making this money just to afford to live and eat. Like we want to actually experience life too. So it's like it's just such a huge issue, and it's not only like people on the streets, but it's also people that live around them and feel unsafe too, because I mean, not every homeless person is going to attack you or be aggressive, but that's a thing. Like people are doing that, you know, people that are mentally unstable, on drugs, whatever, like shit happens.
Yeah. Whenever you put desperate people into like a situation like that, it's like problems are unavoidable. Let's talk about some of the things Jaden Smith is doing. Yeah. He's somebody else that you kind of researched. What did you find about him?
Yeah, so I heard about something that I thought was in downtown. I thought he had like a water thing downtown for free water. Yeah. For the homeless, with like this filter system. But it was actually, he started I Love You 2 years ago, back in 2019, the restaurant. And he started a food truck in downtown LA and Harlem, and he was providing free food for the homeless, vegan food too. He wants it to be all fresh and healthy vegan, but he was providing meals free of charge. And he also started 2 years ago a water filter system, which is called, let me see. He started, is there a name for that? Oh, it's called Just Water Company. So they put a water filter system in Flint, Michigan back in 2019. And like seeing such a young kid doing this is just so beautiful to me, because there's people that are way older and have all the money and power, and they don't do things this big of a scale like this. Like they would rather open their own restaurant, not open one to feed the homeless for free and not profit off of it. So I think it's like beautiful that he started this, and now he's gonna start an actual restaurant I think it's gonna be in downtown. I didn't hear like there's no specific details of when it's gonna open or anything like that, but there is word that he is opening a restaurant, vegan restaurant. It's all free food for the homeless, and people that aren't homeless are also welcome to go eat there, but they are expected to make a donation and pay it forward, you know, pay a little more for the food, so that the person that just ate for free, you can pay for their food, basically.
Which is an awesome idea, because I feel like we definitely go to that,
like,
right?
What the fuck? Like, I knew Panera used to do stuff like that. They used to give food to the homeless for free. There was somewhere in Boston, like near the aquarium and stuff, around that area, like State Street area, that they had a Panera that did that. But it's like little things like this are, I mean, it's not even a little thing, it's a big thing, but it's gonna make such a difference, you know, for people to go eat a hot meal. Like, that's gonna make their day even better. They're gonna be able to think a little straighter, you know, by having food in their system. And like, I don't know, like a lot of people, there are a lot of homeless people that will just go buy drugs with the money you give them. So it's like, whatever, still give it to them if you feel like you want to, or buy them something to eat. Like, you know, there's like little things like even we can do at the scale we're at. Like, there's something everybody can do to help this issue. And, you know, I always, whenever I'm like food shopping, walking home with my groceries and I see a homeless person just sleeping there, like I'll leave him like some fruit or whatever I have, like to help out, because that feels good. Like, who doesn't want a nice meal, you know? But yeah, like it's something that I think is trying to be worked on more. And I think Kevin can definitely, he has a great solution to this issue, and hopefully there's people that are going to be working alongside him that also feel the urge to really do this and put some action into it.
Yeah, I think this is just kind of an idea everyone can get behind.
Yeah.
Also, we talked a little bit about this YouTube channel that's really illuminated the perspective of what it's like to be homeless. What's it called?
It's called Soft White Underbelly.
Yeah.
It's on YouTube. It's this guy who, I don't even think he's ever shown his face. I can't even think.
Behind the camera.
Just this guy, he goes and interviews people that live on Skid Row and like different areas of where there's homeless people. But he sits them down nice, like has this nice background, nice little vibe, and he just talks to them, and like just they end up opening up to him and like talking about their whole life and like how they got into the position of being homeless. And there's all different people, like there's prostitutes, there's pimps, there's drug addicts, there's mentally ill people, and just hearing their take on, you know, why they are where they are is just like, you can just understand more and feel for them even more. And
the humanity shines through.
Exactly. And just seeing issues that are huge in this country, because it's more than just like a person being lazy and not wanting to work and being homeless. Like, no, it's like all the childhood traumas and things people need therapy for. Like, I really thought, to me, like him doing these interviews for these people was kind of like a therapy session for them, having somebody to talk to and be vulnerable and just talk about their whole life. And like, some of these people may have never done that ever, like talked about what they've been through. And like, talking about what you've been through, like, starts to form like a stronger self, because you're just like, wow, I've been through this, so I can understand what I have to deal with, what traumas I have to like get over and deal with and face. And then, you know, you can work on yourself more and know who you are and believe in yourself more, and not think, oh, well, this is my life, like I have to be homeless, live on the streets, like this is just, I'm nobody, like it's whatever. But he puts them on this platform where he's like, no, you are somebody. People want to know who you are. People want to hear about your story. And he sets up like GoFundMes for these people too, and raises money for them to donate to them. And like, some people have been on the show like 3 times. They come back like getting better. Some of them aren't homeless anymore. And like, I think it's just beautiful that that's the way he's helping the homeless, you know? And there's just so many different things we can do, but it definitely needs to be more of something that the state is in control of and helping at a larger scale.
Yeah, because something I was kind of telling to you earlier was this idea of there's all these different efforts going on, and to have everything in one place is going to be a big part of fixing the problem too, so that everyone's on the same page. We're talking about people who already don't have a lot of resources. Like, for them to like seek out and find things is a little too tough sometimes. So making that one-stop shop, making it easier, and doing something swift that has a really big impact. But in terms of an idea about helping people, this YouTube channel, which I've seen a couple videos but not too many, it's just such a great idea, and it shows that like people really care. People do want to know, and people have this empathy and have this compassion, and people want to help. So getting that message out with a YouTube channel is just such a great idea. So shout out to him. the other statistic that really surprised me, and this was something that Meet Kevin kind of said, that he talked to an LA official that gave him this statistic, was that within 24 hours of being homeless, there's a 100% rape rate for women. And, you know, that window is just so short. Yeah. And then that's just such a bummer and depressor for me. So yeah. I was really surprised to hear that. What did you think when you heard that?
Yeah, I mean, I believe it.
That's the other thing. That's the worst part about it is like, yeah, sounds about right.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know all homeless people, you know, but when you're at such a low point in your life and you have to literally just find somewhere to go sleep and set up, and you want to feel protected or safe, so you might like talk to some people around you thinking like maybe they'll like look out for me or whatever, and just not having like people to trust and just being alone and like being in a bad place. And like when bad people see that, that's what's gonna end up happening. They're gonna take advantage of these people that are in these bad places and aren't going to be able to do anything about it, literally, unless they are, which I actually, on Soft White Underbelly, I heard some fucking crazy stories. This lady, oh my God, I wish I remembered her name, but she was a prostitute who started like prostituting when she was like 16. She ended up being a stripper when she was 18 to try to, you know, work a more stable job and not just being a prostitute. But she got into that, but then she just she was kind of still prostituting while she was doing that, and ended up just getting in these crazy situations with people who were literally trying to kill her and rape her and all these different things. But she was just a fucking badass, crazy ass bitch, and she got herself out of these situations. And one of the guys, she ended up finding out that he was literally like this huge serial killer, like that he's killed like a bunch of people. She found that out like after she escaped from him. And it's like, yeah, there are some people that are going to be able to do that, but when you are mentally in a bad place, and who knows if you're on drugs or whatever, just roaming around on the streets late at night, like, shit's gonna happen. Even if people are like, I always wonder, like, because I see a lot of homeless people have like all these things like furniture and like little things outside of their tents, and it's like, do people try to come and steal their shit? Like other homeless people try to like fuck with them, like take shit from them, you know? So it's like, obviously, like, women are gonna get raped in this situation. And it's fucked up that this is still not taken more serious, you know? Knowing these statistics and knowing, like, how the people that literally want to live in this country and have been living here for so long and deserve to just be safe and, like, just straight, like, number one, just be safe and not be scared to just go to sleep. It's just like, why don't we have that?
Yeah.
You know, like, I'm sure a lot of homeless people don't even sleep good. Like, probably don't even sleep much.
Right.
Because there's noise and there's fear of being killed, being raped, like anything.
Insecurity.
And it might not even be another homeless person. It might just be somebody trying to fuck with homeless people. You know? So it's definitely something we hope to see being changed soon, and
drastic improvement.
Different ways that we can help
drastic
as well.
Improvement. It'll only help the community, and I think a theme for anyone watching this, if you might be homeless and watching this, there is hope. There is hope, and you just gotta hang on and keep going and realize, like, things have the potential of being better, and you can get there. You can get there.
You can get there no matter what. Believe in yourself. Just believe in yourself and know that you're loved. You're loved. Love yourself.
And you're deserving. You're deserving of a better situation.
Exactly.
I think that's a perfect spot to kind of wrap it up. So promo your event one more time, and then we're going to sign off.
At Welcome to the Candyshop Party on Instagram. Ticket link is in bio. Go cop the early bird tickets before the price goes up, and even before the event sells out, because there is a capacity. So June 11th, it's a Friday night, 9 to 1. Go cop your ticket and come turn up with us. We're excited.
All right, it's going up. Super excited for that. And we're signing out for this week. FREQ podcast. Thank you guys so much for listening, and we'll catch you guys next week.